Guess who's back? Back again. It's this guy, Sammy the Man McIntyre, moving the chains. We're back at it. It's got me feeling nice. See, my phone was buzzing like a bee today with free agency signings. We got DJ Moore to the Bills. We got Trent McDuffie to the Rams. I got to dive into it. I'll kind of break it down each trade, what I think's going to happen. But it got me feeling nice because the Raiders made a big splash today, getting Tyler Linderbaum, best center in football. Wait Wednesday, because I got a lot to say about that. Whoa, it's got me feeling nicey. So, this guy's back. I took a little bit of a week after the combine, but we are back, baby. We have got a lot to talk about today. And mainly, I want to touch on the two trades I just talked about off the top. So, DJ Moore, who got drafted by the Panthers, had a really good career there, got traded to Chicago, part of that getting the Caleb trade, and Bryce Young. Carolina got Bryce Young. Chicago got all those players. If you guys, history repeats itself. So the Bears send DJ Moore to Buffalo, which Buffalo needed a receiver, okay? It's the one knock I've had with Brandon Beane, who I've been told more of a cap guy than a real personnel guy. You can kind of tell because since 2019, the Bills have only had 2 Pro Bowlers. 2. You had Josh Allen. What are we doing? So they did this move. Listen, from the Bears, I'll talk about it from both perspectives. For DJ Moore's sake, I think it was getting too crowded in Chicago with the receivers they have. Burden, Rome, Loveland, you name it. It just felt crowded. New head coach. You know, let's not forget, 2 years ago, when the Bears were bummy, Bears were shitty, he had 96 catches. Is he Justin Jefferson? Is he Jamar Chase? No. But he's highly productive. Like, he's in that, he's in that category for me, like a Jawan Jennings, or like they're just really, really productive, high character guy, no bullshit. And, you know, I heard some people say, well, he doesn't want to play with Caleb, maybe. I don't know. Because that playoff game, he kind of quit on the route. Maybe he's tired of Caleb Williams' bullshit. I don't know. But I felt like his time in Chicago was up. They got a lot of other weapons in Chicago that they got to make use of. Too many mouths to feed there, which is a luxury. But at the same time, the one guy's got to get taken out of that equation, and I felt like that was DJ Moore. So the Bears get a second-round pick from the Bills in that trade, and Buffalo gets a 2026 fifth-round pick. So that's the good news for Buffalo. In Chicago, you got a lot of question marks now. And I'll do my division recaps coming up. I was looking back my archives. Usually this time last year I was doing my division recaps, but kind of behind the 8 ball. But I'm going to catch you guys up and get you guys back on the saddle with this football stuff. I've just been kind of lax with it. But in terms of Buffalo, I just talked about the Chicago side of things. I want to touch on the Buffalo Bills side of things. They needed a receiver bad, okay? Kent Coleman, who they drafted out of Florida State, you know, Tiger Hoods or whatever, he was too goofy, and they loved him. He became a cancer. And kind of goofy for my take. Not really into that, but is what it is. He's a receiver. I've seen this movie my whole life. Receivers kind of diva positions, just like corners. So here's the thing with DJ Moore. If he's going to be their number 1 receiver, no doubt about it. But Buffalo's done this movie before. Stephon Diggs, you got him for a free agency. That's what they did. So I do think Buffalo now, they have their left tackle, they have their running back, they have their quarterback, they have a good, you know, tight ends, Kincaid, Knox. So you have your offensive pieces now. Now, get your defense right. Because you got to address that. So, I do think, you know, this is a win-win for both teams. I don't think one team, you know, time will tell how this trade works out. But I'm looking at it from this standpoint with Buffalo. You got a good receiver now. Now, are you going to win in the division again? I'll give you guys my recaps. I highly doubt it. I don't, like, as long as you got Josh Allen, you're fine. But it's kind of a tradition because, you know, new transition. You know, Sean McDermott's there a long time. And now, Joe Brady, first time he's been head coach, he's calling all the shots now. It's not like he's calling plays and letting the coach deal with all the problems. So it's all on his plate. So we'll see how that transpires. So that is my take on the DJ Moore to Buffalo from Chicago trade. And the other one that was really eye-popping, that kind of caught my eye, was Trent McDuffie, the really solid nickel corner who could play outside and could tackle really well. He got traded from Kansas City to Los Angeles Chiefs to Rams. So here's my take with the Chiefs side of things. I think the Chiefs, and I know they're not going to say this publicly, but internally, this is kind of a transition time. And because you're getting Mahomes back, and this next year could be a lost year, I don't know. But the good news is for Kansas City, you're getting the first round pick, the 29th pick. You're getting a 5th rounder, a 6th rounder, and then 2027, you're getting a 3rd rounder. So you're getting a lot of ammunition to get high impact players. Because if I'm looking at the Chiefs roster right now, Patrick Mahomes is your best player, and maybe your center. That's it. I mean, your receivers have been hit and miss, which, again, some organizations hit, some don't. There's just a hole in every organization. So I look at it from that perspective. So I think the Chiefs, this is a good thing because this year, they're at the spot now where they can get an impact guy, right? They've been picking back of the first round, bottom, for a long time because they've been winning Super Bowls. They've gone on this run, kind of like New England with Brady. That's what I'm feeling like this is turning into. You got to transition. You still got Brady. Your coach is still elite. Now, I don't know how long Andy Reid's going to coach for. Father Time's going to, he's getting older. So, I still trust the brain trust with the Hunt family. Brett Veach is a really good GM. Excellent. Their results speak for itself. Mahomes, outstanding, elite player. Now, has he been what he was? No. But Mahomes is coming off an ACL. I think you got to kind of ease him back into the flow of things. But I do think the Chiefs, it's going to be hard to replace Trent McDuffie. They did not want to do this. But I feel like the Chiefs, to me, trust their scheme with Steve Spagnuolo and that coaching staff. And they did this with Marcus Peters a long time ago. Now, both Washington UW guys. Peters had more baggage off the field. He just was kind of too much. But they took the swing on him. And he was a very productive player for him. Kind of a feast or famine kind of corner. Could pick off a lot of balls, but give up a lot of passing yards over the top. But ball hawk when he was in his peak. Trent McDuffie's not that. But he's a solid player. Had a down year last year. But the whole Chiefs team had a down year. Okay? I mean, it was going to be destined to happen. So, I do think Kansas City, they're still a really good team. I'm not writing them off. I know they had a bad down year this year. But so do the Ravens. They're going to be okay. So that's my Chiefs side of things. But this division, Kansas City feasted on it when it was bad. That's when you got to take advantage. Strike it while the iron's hot. You took advantage of the AFC West when it was down. Raiders have been bad since Mahomes got there. Denver's been down. Chargers, hit and miss. Now you look up, and Kansas City's gone. Well, Denver got the AFC Championship game. Raiders should be better. Should be. We'll see. And then Chargers aren't going nowhere with Herbert and those guys. And so you got to this is a transition year for the Chiefs. They're not dead. They still got Mahomes, still got Andy Reid. I don't trust that. I don't doubt that for a second. So that was my 2 cents on that for the Chiefs side of things. And for the Rams side of things, look, they had to address the corner position, okay? This year, Noah Lisa can tell you this, the biggest Rams fan I know, is I watched half the Rams games this year. They were giving up chunk plays down the field, big bombs. Carolina gave them fits with Bryce Young, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown. So the Rams had one weakness on their football team, and that was the corner position. Okay, they went and attacked it. They got this kid, Trent McDuffie, okay? And then they got another one. So now they're kind of, okay, now we can get our front back to the way it was. Braden Fisk, Jared Verse and those guys, Kobe Turner. Get it back to what it was. They got a good defense coordinator. I think Chris Shula's a little overrated. Not going to hate on him wholly. But I do think the Rams, this puts a spotlight on them. This is Super Bowl or bust now. Chips middle, over the top. F them picks. So I think the Rams now, again, are they going to be the odds-on favorite? My guess is probably. But you got to strike it while the iron's hot. So that's all I got for that, for those 2 trades. I will touch on more of the trades throughout the week. But that's all I got for you guys tonight. This guy's back. He's rocking. He's rolling. Football's coming back, baby. We've got draft in less than a month. March Madness is coming up. It's the best time of the year. So, hope you guys are doing well. Appreciate you guys supporting my podcast. Love this. Love the fans. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Love the shout-outs I'm getting to everybody. So, hope you guys are doing well. Manic Monday. Adios. Godspeed.